From outside the Palace of Justice in Lima, Peru. Good morning, Gene. What a day you had yesterday, and I'm glad to see that you made it out of Castro. Walk us through what you did yesterday.
Well, you know, when we went in, Benny, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that we had gotten that exclusive look. Mayra Cuevas was instrumental in getting that for us. When we went in, though, we had to go through a lot of procedures. Fingerprinting, a photograph was taken, a full body scan was taken of each one of us. Well, when we finally got in, I realized we're right here with the general population. We could talk to them, we could interview them, we did. There was one man, Willie Ramos from Los Angeles, so did a big interview with him. He's been in prisons in California, but now he's here serving time. But the fascinating thing was that we were taken to that cell of Joran and he was removed from the cell before we went in. We were sort of waiting to get in there, and all of a sudden there he is. He was being whisked to an office building, and as you see in the video, he has on an orange shirt. It looks like a brand new orange shirt, and then his pants. But went into a cell, and it was very interesting. And I've been thinking about it. You know, one thing that stands out to me, Vinny, his clothes were on hooks in the cell. In the United States, would you find hooks in a cell because somebody could slip their wrists with those hooks? You know, the concern that we have for safety of the inmate and of others, it's a little different there at Castro.
And Gene, he lives in that cell by himself?
Yes, he's all by himself. This is the protective custody. Now, this is much like what we do in the United States, a high-profile case, a high-profile defendant. They're by themselves. It's a cell block that has 10 cells. He and another man. We didn't see the other man, though, and that is an alleged hitman out of Colombia, a young guy, just like Joran. They're the only ones there. But there's a lot of degrees to this prison because you've got the general population on the first level where we walked around, a lot of freedoms, people wearing street clothes, there's pockets, everything. Then you've got the upper cell blocks, and there's 12 different areas for cell blocks in the upper levels, and we wanted to get up there. That's where they house 5 to 6 inmates per cell. The overcrowding is amazing. We couldn't get up there. We kept asking, why can't we go up there? They kept saying security concerns.
All right, Gene, let's take another look at your prison tour, an area where the prisoners do their laundry.
This is another pavilion here at Castro. Look at the clothes. They wash their own clothes. There's actually laundries they go to. But look at the freedom they have, and look at the freedom we have, because we're right here in the midst of all of them. Now, we have asked to go to one of the cells, to actually go into a cell to see the conditions. They've told us we can't do that. They say it is because of security reasons. But the main thing to remember here is we've seen so many things that look so positive, and they are in many facts, but this is a prison that has the worst killers in Peru.
Gene, going in there yesterday, did they talk to you at all about the safety concerns? Did they have you sign a waiver or something and say, listen, we'll let you in, but you're kind of going in on, you know, on your own peril?
No waiver, nothing to sign like that. Here's something that's fascinating. 50 guards are on duty every day at the prison. 150 total are employed there. Not one of them carries a gun, a baton, any type of weapon at all. They just don't do it. And that's interesting because that is very different from the United States.
Absolutely. And Gene, during your visit, I know that you spoke with a Dutch pastor inside Castro, and he says that he actually spoke with Vandersloot. Let's take a listen.
And why are you here at Castro today?
I was here visiting the Dutch inmates. There are several of them here, and one of them happens to be Joran van der Sloot.
I know because of privilege you can't tell us what you discussed or counseled Joran, but how's he doing?
Well, I am not allowed to say anything because that might obstruct my relationship of trust, so I won't say anything about it.
Did you fly here all the way from the Netherlands?
Yes, but that is not only for him, because there are about 170 Dutch detainees in Peru, And I have visited yesterday in Canietes 8. I will visit this afternoon in Sarita Colonia several, and the whole rest of the week and next week I'll be visiting Dutch prisoners.
How many times have you visited Joran?
Well, this is the first time because I'm now in this prison.
Are you going to come back to him again?
We come every year twice to visit all Dutch prisoners, so there's no difference. We come about every 6 months, and I've been in November here, and we'll come probably next November again. That's the regular planning.
So he won't see you again until November?
I don't know, depends. Normally speaking, we only come twice a year, and there are no exceptions.
Gene, do you have any idea of the day-to-day, what the routine is for Joran van der Sloot as he's incarcerated there in Castro?
Yeah, there's 3 meals a day. Breakfast is at 7:30, lunch is about the lunch hour, dinner is a normal around 5 o'clock. The food that he's eating is the food that the officials at the prison eating. They told me again yesterday that they're doing that for security reasons. He can go to an area where there's no television in his cell, but he can go to an area, he and the alleged Colombian hitman, to watch television. They also can read. Now, for the general population, Vinny, you have to get a job. When you're there, the focus is the crime stays outside, we come inside, and we form a life for you. So they have to partake in cooking, arts and crafts, baking in a bakery, computer skills that they can learn. We went into the computer room, and they're all on the computer, and they're doing different courses to learn. But that's what they're proud of. They're proud for this rehabilitation that they say is the focal point of Castro.
Now, Gene, what is he eating the same food that all the other prisoners are eating in Castro?
No, he's eating the food that the officials eat. They're giving him special meals because they are concerned that someone could poison his meals. They say for security reasons. Well, we can say that, I guess it could be anything. You could put something to help someone also in their food if you wanted to, but they say security reasons.
All right. Now, Gene, you didn't just speak with the pastor. You spoke to some of the prisoners inside Castro. Let's take a look at that.
If I was in the U.S., I would be home a long time ago. It's just we got different laws here. You know, the process gets too slow. It's not like over there. Over there you got time, and, you know, 72 hours you gotta see a judge right here. The last time I went to court was after 17 months.
Are you ever scared?
Scared of what? Nothing. Why should I be scared? I mean, we got 40 years. I mean, I know I didn't do nothing, you know, illegal out there. Well, the reason I'm here is because somebody say, well, it's not like in the U.S. Like the U.S., you gotta get proofs for them to be in jail.
There are some violent offenders here, though.
There is.
You're not one of them. Are you around them?
No, I'm not.
Jane, what was the sense that you got from the prisoners and their reaction to the fact that van der Sloot is inside there, and how dangerous are these people?
From the ones I spoke with, I didn't see resistance. I didn't see that, oh yeah, we're going to come in and we're going to do something to him. I felt that they were proud that he was among them now, because remember, they once were arrested and taken to Castro. So I felt a camaraderie with the ones I spoke with. Remember, the ones that are on the upper cell block levels that virtually are in their cells, I didn't talk with them. So I just spoke with those on the ground floor that are walking around.
All right, Jane Casares is with us. She'll stay with us live in Lima, Peru. She's got an